What's up, everyone? So today we're doing a sort of mega-sode. At least it's going to be compared to what we've been doing recently. So I've got a huge event planned for the tow truck. Oh, might as well spoil it. I'm entering in a truck pull in about a week-ish. So what we need to do is I tried coming out here and starting Ozzy like I think a month ago now, and the battery's completely dead. Hopefully that's all that's wrong with it. So get that jumped, stirred up, charge the battery, and some more things that we're doing with it is I'm taking it to one of our local shops, pretty much the only one that'll deal with split rims, and we're gonna get newer tires put on that I have in the tent. Before then though, I want to find the wire wheel attachment and wire wheel these down so they're nice and cleaned up, because while they have the tire off and the wheel, I'm going to take the opportunity and paint the rims as well so they're nice and shiny new and looking good. And then I also have to find the long tube headers that I bought for this, and oh, and then we got to load up the tires on the back of the truck. And then I'm going to throw in footage of doing the work at the shop too. So this is probably going to be a pretty big-ish video. But before I get into it and we start working on this, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Press that red button down there. I think only like 1% of my viewers are subscribed, so we got to change that, make this channel bigger. So let's get to work. Also looking at here, the linseed oil, I think it's been about 4 or 5 days since I did this. It's holding up pretty well, but if you look at it, it's really, this is really holding the dust, because it's like here, it's like you can kind of hear it sticking. Hopefully it's washable. Oh, the grill is really sticky. Come on. So let's see, I wonder if I can find some sandpaper to clean that up. What's going on here? Is that more oil? Linseed oil? So taking a look at the battery posts here, they look pretty corroded, and that's probably another reason why it didn't want to start. I mean, look at that bolt, it's almost round with how much rust is on it. So I took a quick look through the barn, and I couldn't find any sandpaper, but I did find this. Old shingle, should be abrasive enough to do something. I should only have to do the positive, because the negative's already hooked up and connected. Figure out some hand-eye coordination here. I was never really the best at it. Okay, that should get us something. Put the cable on wherever it went. Probably should clean up the cable end too, but I don't have anything for that, I don't think. Grab the battery out of our parts department. Do a check, make sure there's no bees in here again. The last like 2 or 3 years, they love making a nest in there. Now for jumper cables. By the way, these aren't in here for me, they're for other people, because I just had to use these yesterday to save Steve when the battery died on his truck at A&W. Alright. Hook these up, make sure these don't touch, because I made that mistake once, left them on the ground. Yeah, I left them on the ground once, hooked up to the vehicle I was trying to jump, and it made quite a spark show. Hopefully this battery's good. That was riding around in my truck for a while. Positive. That should be fine. Negative. And hopefully something good happens. I got linseed oil on the window. It's gonna make it hard to see out of. Bad connection, but I heard something. The main plan is, when we wire this up, I want to set it up so then I've got a master switch somewhere here. So then I don't have to keep connecting or disconnecting and reconnecting the battery. Let me see if I can figure something else out. So I just said forget the whole jumping process right for now, just to get it started. I threw this marine battery in there. I'm not going to run it permanently like this because it might be too tall and I don't want the post to hit the hood. But just to get it started. Okay. Perfect. Let's get it started. Choke all the way out already. Give it 2 pumps. Is disconnect the battery from there and swap in that one while it's running and get it charged, which disconnecting that is how you can also check to see if your alternator's working. What I think what I'm going to do instead is, since I don't want to risk getting these battery cables down by the running belts and stuff, I'm going to hook up the jumper cables to the battery. That'll charge it if the battery's still good, which I don't know if it would be. It's 4 years old and it hasn't been kept in the best conditions. Okay, it's been sitting here idling for a bit. Let's turn it off and swap batteries and see if it'll start up. Also, my neighbors are probably relieved to have that shut off too. Disconnect these, see if it has a charge. So I guess the game plan is start it back up and swap it out while it's running, which that's going to be kind of risky. We'll start up with no throttle. Almost. So is it disconnect positive first? My alternator still works. I don't like how close the cable's getting to the battery there, or to the belt. All right, let's let that idle there for a bit. That concerns me though. And maybe it's alright. So I'm pretty convinced that there's nothing sealing the exhaust from the manifold to the Y pipe there. So I think it's just like everything's coming out there. So this is very loud under here, like even more loud than it used to be. Alright, we've been letting it run for a bit. Let's turn it off and see if it'll crank. Hopefully hopefully this battery's still good. Yep, nice. So that's all good. So now it runs and it's ready to drive, so let's work on the other stuff. So now that we have no need for that stuff, we can put that stuff away. The battery and the jumper cables. Next step, find the wire wheel attachment for my drill, so then we can clean up the wheels. Found you. You know, thinking about it, when I was digging around in the barn there, I should put a locally hated sticker somewhere on it because it's slow, obnoxiously loud, just obnoxious in general, and it's recognizable. Just like all your country kids on wide 30s with straight pipe exhaust. So, it's perfect. You know, looking at it now, I will be more than happy to get new tires put on, because that's bad. I really hope these don't blow out on the way to the tire shop. I wish I could change them here, but I don't have the ability to do that. So one battery will do about one wheel. That's good to know. So I'm just wired wheeling away here, and then imagine my surprise, I'm doing this area and I find this. Oh, what? Oh, no, this one. It doesn't come out, and it just spins in there. It doesn't tighten up or loosen. How bad is that? Probably very. Good thing this truck never gets inspected, or else they'd probably bust me for that, and I don't know how to fix that, so. So both batteries for the drill died, yay, and it's too far to run a cord out here. So while the batteries charge up, I'm gonna find the long tubes and get them loaded up in there, as well as uncover the tires in the tent and get those loaded up in the back of the truck. So that's gonna be fun. Found the headers. I didn't know I left them this buried in here. So let's get these out. By the way, these are new. I just got rid of the box that they were in. Never mind, when I got them outside, I saw those were the old ones for the charger that didn't fit. So now I gotta find where the other ones are. So correcting myself again, I can't find any other headers anywhere. So these have to be it, because these look like the Yeah, these are the drop down that they have for the full. So let's get these loaded up in the truck, and then we'll start uncovering the tires. Actually, instead of throwing them in the cab, we'll just put them in here, because what's a couple days of rain supposed to do, we're gonna do. And honestly, we're not even supposed to expect rain in the forecast, so we'll just leave them in here. Alright, both the headers are in there. Now let's uncover the tires. I'm not gonna make you sit through and watch me digging all that stuff out, so everything is out of the way. So let's get these out of here now. This one's so much heavier. All right, all the tires are out of here. Let's get them loaded up on the truck. got them all over here, I just realized, I wonder how I'm gonna get them on the back of the truck. Because when I was loading these in my pickup truck about a year ago, maybe a year ago, I had a hard time just doing that. And this is higher up, and then I gotta put them over all that stuff. This ought to be fun. Also, these being newer tires, I think probably like 2015. Let's see if they're radials and not bias ply. Because those are from probably like the 80s or 90s, and those are bias ply, and they ride like crap when they sit for too long. So let's see, 4 plies, nylon cord. These might be radials. Tread ply, yeah, tread 6 ply, nylon cord. It doesn't say. Tube tight though, I like that. What about these big groovy off-road ones? I don't see anything on here. Made in China. Yeah, I don't see anything on here that says that they're radials or bias ply. I hope they're radial though. That'd be so much better. Not to mention these grooves too. They probably won't be too good on the road, but they'll definitely be good for the truck pull that I want to put the truck in. Anything's better than those re-groove tires I got on the back there. And also you saw how dry rod the front steers are, so huge safety upgrade. So I think I have an idea. Hopefully it works, because it'll make things a lot easier. So then hopefully I don't have to lift it up as high. Remember kids, always lift with your back, not your legs. No, no. One down, 5 more to go. These tires probably weigh as much as, or no, they're probably about 100 pounds a piece. Nice things about these aggressive tires, they actually have tread to grab onto. The steer's gonna suck because they don't have it. I'll probably just slide. That sucks. Oh, this is exactly what I was talking about. Nothing to grab onto. Let me see if like an old car tire can do the trick. So now when these compress, that should make the height of one of those tires. Perfect. That was awesome. Okay. I just realized when I get those other two up here, I'm not gonna have very much space to like put them up here. That might work for now. Now to find more tires. You know, I think I have even more tires. If I can get more, it might be just a even smooth roll up. Okay, let's see if this crazy plan actually works. Come on, get a grip. Oh my God, it's actually working. It still was a lot easier than if I did it the other way. And go for round two. is one of the rears, so it has more tread to grab onto. I may have done a miscalculation. Now I got to carefully get this one off, get the other one off, and then put the rear one back on. Now on my ramp. Somewhere there's an OSHA handbook on fire because of me. Okay, let's go get the aggressive tread one and get it up there. Probably not sketchy at all. Stay. One more. This is getting exhausting. There, all the tires are loaded up. Let's strap them down. So after giving myself a little break to recover from almost giving myself a hernia, let's see if we can find some toe straps to strap these down with so they're not falling off on the way to the tire shop. I see one, two. This should do the trick. So how are you supposed to tie down thin circles? Yeah, you guys all good? I'll put another one on, going crisscross just for safe measure. So I wasn't recording to put the second strap on, but I got it going from the rail over to whatever those mounts are called. So it's kind of crisscross. I wish I could have got more on the stack here, but between this one catching that tread, I don't think it'll slide out, and this one will catch this strap. Also, they're so heavy, I doubt they'd move at all, but just to make sure that we're safe. Yeah, that ain't going anywhere. Gotta do the classic dad thing. So yeah, that's pretty much set. So let's bust the drill back out and finish up the wheels, since I never did that since the batteries died. Alright, I think the main goal is just going to be to get the crusty stuff off so the paint has a nice surface to stick to. Also, was this red or white? I'm going to say white. But let's get started. Yeah, look at all that stuff. Nice clean surface for all the paint to stick to. I want to say this used to be red at one time, but then it was repainted white. I'm gonna go with white so then it's got a nice contrast. Okay, I'd say that's this one all cleaned up. Yeah, this just confirms my thinking. The rings were white and the center hubs were red. I can't wait to take it back to that. It's gonna look so good. That's the outer bit, all nice and smooth now. Now for the big tedious bit. Probably should be wearing a mask or something when doing this. And the battery's dead again.